Good.
And that's kind of the thing with the win is like personally, everyone's gonna disagree on this, but like the way we should see this was just a good weekend of practice.
Yeah.
Like I will not be pleased with anything less than winning champs. Like that's why I'm here.
Welcome to the Championship OpTic Podcast. Congratulations, Scumpy. Congratulations, Rambo. Congratulations, Dashy, Illy, Shotzzy, Troy, Senator Michaels, Paige, everybody all behind the scenes. Jordan General, like holy shit.
Big boy Troy, you know what I'm saying? Tippy toe Troy.
Tippy
Pop that
toe.
silence, you know.
Woo, pop that silence.
You can't hear that fool.
No, I know. And you would be surprised, right?
You can't
That's
hear
why he
him.
tiptoes.
He creeps. I saw him walking outside the venue.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah. I was like, what is Troy doing? He's just walking.
It used to be like every time Troy walked, look at the water.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah, where the dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's that. Troy will walk into the studio, you hear him, boom. It's a big tank. Now on tippy toes, you don't see him. Stealth
You don't hear him.
at all.
You actually don't hear him.
Hashtag duo.
Scump, 11 years you've been winning championships for. 2011 was your first one. 2 days ago was your. What number is this for you?
30, I think.
30?
That's what I saw. That's what I read.
That's
I think it's 31. Like, if people aren't counting the World Series of Warzone, you're faded.
No, they have to count that. What? That's your individual one.
If that's not counted, it's 31.
You should count it.
100K? You
Hey,
fucking kidding me?
You're a Scump. You make your rules.
That's a chip.
Yeah.
Right. Is that a chip?
It's debatable, but I would agree. Yeah,
Was it played on Call of Duty?
The thing
it was.
Is it a Call of Duty championship?
Technically, it's
Let me ask-
Warzone. I mean,
it's not a team chip.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be the bad guy here. I'm just gonna. Yes.
Yes. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
What do you think?
He disagrees.
Like, how many championships do you have total?
This is not a me question, bro, because I'm just.
Answer
No
the
one cares
question.
about my opinion.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Less than me is the answer to the
I
question.
mean,
No.
it's a weird one because, like, I've never seen, like,
You have to
RNG.
include your Halo championship, though. As a champion, you are a champion.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you have to include
We'll count
that in
those for
yours.
sure.
Yeah, those count for sure.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, you
RNG?
count it. Who cares? Just count it.
Count that shit.
Just count
Yeah,
it.
just count it.
Who cares?
Yeah, what were you saying? 11 years what?
Yeah, 11 years. Your first one, you won your first championship, Call of Duty championship, is in 2011. So you've been winning championships for 11 years.
The crazy thing is my first win was in Dallas.
And this most
This
recent
win
one.
was, Arlington, but
That's still
we'll
in
chalk it
still
to
in-
Dallas.
We count it. It's
Yeah.
in Texas.
It's crazy. It all came
Full circle.
full circle.
Yeah, it's good. Every time you win a championship, I'm just like, hell yeah, 3 more years, 4 more years of competing. You know what
I
I'm
don't know
saying?
about all that.
Yeah.
I
Don't
will
say
say-
that. When you say shit
I
like
don't know
that,
about
people
all that.
make videos. Okay.
I don't know. 3-4 years is a long time.
Yeah. So just say 3-4 years. Change your mind if you fucking want to. But say, yeah, I'm for sure 5
But I like
more
to
years.
get the people going.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
yeah.
a Debbie Downer here, but your first win, I think we need to put a little asterisk on it. I was sick that event, and then we proceeded to.
Oh,
open that
you were
ass
sick.
door.
Well,
That
he was just
yeah.
sick. All right.
Uh,
People don't know this.
Is it
Breaking,
your final or something?
Yeah, he was
I was back then.
bro.
Yeah,
when
pulling a
you,
flag.
it's on video.
That's how you got the dub
Pulling a
done,
flag
baby.
and running away.
Yo, listen, it's on video, right? The dugout that where they coach from and I spectate from with Jordan and Stro. Bro, there's a moment in there where he's like, set. What are you doing, set? And he's just saying set the whole, not Seth, right?
Yeah,
Because
Seth.
Nah, the
Set.
funniest
I
thing,
can't
the
say
funniest
it right.
thing with me and Ray this weekend was the reset on Gav.
Oh,
Like
no, homie
those
was-
three are all just chilling. I'm literally
he
just
was
looking at
losing
Ray.
full.
to go
I'm
fight
looking at
that
Ray
shit.
for like a minute straight. I'm like, we're not fighting this.
and I was not having it, bro. I was like, no, you're not saying this round. You focus on your game. You can't control that. We're not having a discussion right now.
There's
Stop.
there's no way this is happening, right? They just lost 5-20. Like
yeah,
that lag didn't do anything.
I know. What I was saying though, when he came back, he's like Seth needs to focus on this thing. He was telling me to go fight that stuff. I'm like, that's a personality
At the
trait.
moment, I didn't like realize what had actually happened.
Yeah.
Because like we're playing. I'm
Of
not
course.
obviously seeing his POV, so I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
You
No,
should
what I
know
was-
that if there was something to fight, I would have fought it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like,
What I
come
was
on.
saying though, it's
Okay,
like
that's fair.
what I told him though. I'm like, yo, that's a personality trait. Seth, he's gonna try to get. You know what I'm saying? This is Seth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nah, it was just the way that we won. And
Yeah,
then,
nah, it
like,
was honestly just the way we won.
Yeah, it
like
was the way that we
5 or
won.
17 it was, I think.
If we would have won like a 3-1 or something and that happened, then it wouldn't have been like as bad. Well, that would have been worse actually, because then you have to figure out who has defense if it goes to a round 5. But like, it was just the way that we won, and like we were like huge momentum shift, and then for it didn't get sucked away because like we regained and we knew we had defense, which is an advantage still.
Yeah.
It was just unfortunate.
I was a little heated.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Obviously, we just won a map. Like,
but the other thing is like we caught it backstage. We're like, I think Alex lagging.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we saw it because as he was going to turn the corner, he would have been dead anyway because it was just like such a.
He would have been dead anyway. Those
Yeah.
are the only words I
we
need to
don't.
hear.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. I've heard. I haven't seen the whole thing, but what I heard is that he was lagging through that whole life.
Yeah.
So it was like.
You can see it on the arrows.
The weird thing is that like even starting round 2, like we had a thing that popped up saying timer has been requested or something like that.
Yeah, wait, we did.
Yeah,
that was weird.
And then we were just like, all right, whatever.
So
like, keep
apparently he
playing.
was having issues before, and then they went away, so we just kept playing, and then I guess the issues came back.
You know what I saw? Apparently, like the big brain people, they fucking like made up this whole scenario that PC number 7 was cursed.
Really?
Which was on the other
Wait,
side where Alec was sitting.
That's what people were saying.
They said
and, like,
PC number 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like, which I could see it because like when we used to play on PlayStation and console, like you get a bad box. Get a bad
I never
box.
dealt with that, but
Have you ever heard
Yeah.
about that in Halo or anything?
no.
Get a bad
I've
box?
never really experienced any of that.
I-
But I've
I-
heard of it though.
I mean, I
If
was
you played
around
with
for it.
Crimsix, you would have heard about it for sure.
I never
Really?
believed
This dude
it.
would reset, get new
I thought
ones.
it was
It
mostly
had to
placebo.
Throw
be,
ones,
it had to
break
just be
ones.
coincidental.
Yeah, I think
Like
it was just
someone,
literally head
everyone
thing.
that sat on this box got fried.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shoot some bots.
I don't know.
Ray, getting out there and interacting with that crowd, what was that like? Because you had your moments out there where I was just like, get out there. Fuck.
Oh,
It was-
Ray was loving it.
It was surreal. Dude.
What does it
I
mean
was
to
like-
love?
Yo, after we win, we're all like jumping on each other and shit, and Ray like walks out to the front. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah. It was good. It was so good.
Yeah,
It was
it was hype.
needed at that moment because they were loud as fuck. And also when Ray's like, I can't hear you. They're like,
And it brought it to a whole new level. Exploded, dude. It's crazy. I live for
another
that
level.
shit, bro. I live for
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
love it.
Like,
I
great.
loved every moment of that.
I
You gotta
can't.
soak it in.
No, 100%. I can't remember last time I had like adrenaline rushes this big. And like, I mean, it wasn't just the finals, it was just like the whole weekend, just like the whole drum, like the chant, like, I don't care, dude. Like, that was probably the coolest esports event I've ever attended.
Yeah.
I've been to different games and obviously like there's been bigger crowds and some roars. Like, I'm not saying nothing's rivaled with it.
Yeah.
But just from like a standpoint of where we stood and how the crowd acted and interacted with us, it was just like unreal, dude.
Yeah. And look, like London, they know how to fucking cheer. These dudes knew this event like showed that Americans know how to turn up at events too.
No.
I mean, you give them some alcohol, and
And they're ready to do
because in
anything.
London they'd always have drinks.
Yeah,
so they were
that's
out
also
there
true.
getting drunk, you know.
Yeah,
Wait,
but,
we had drinks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout
selling
out.
alcohol.
I think the guy's name is Boozman, who was doing shoeies in the crowd, and he was so polite. He was big dude, super polite. Brought a garbage can next to him, and then he poured it and make sure that no extra
mess was being made.
spillage happened. So there was no thing. There was a moment where, and this is a public service announcement for those of you who are going to join us in for the rest of the season live. There was a moment in the S&Ds where people will hop on the boat. Can you guys hear the crowd when they're? I mean, obviously you can feel it. You can feel the rumblings, but could you hear it like through your
Me
headset?
personally, not really, because like we have in-ears, which like we have customized earbuds to our like ear or whatever, and there's sound cancellation. So as soon as we put them in, we could barely hear anyone that's
Anything.
talking around us. So
Yeah.
you guys have to be really, really, really,
you
really
said
loud
it.
for us to hear.
No, that's the next
Yeah,
one.
I'm dodging this one.
this.
I'm dodging
Anyway,
this, yeah.
so
You can tell. Like
Yeah.
if they are blatantly fucking are like, like,
yeah,
what are we supposed to do?
yeah,
No.
Like,
yeah.
and it's like that for it's not like that for every team because they probably don't do it for some teams, which I think is I think
they
is
do,
whack.
they do.
They do?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I remember like a specific like remember it was like the Seattle and Faze. I'm pretty sure, like the first kickoff event. Like,
Oh
they're,
yeah,
oh,
we're Who
It
was
was
like
Tuscan.
complaining about that? Like, which team was complaining about
No,
that?
they weren't complaining, but us behind closed doors, I was
we
like,
can
I got
tell.
up 3 times to go to try to catch whoever the fuck was doing that, because I was gonna be like, yo, we don't fucking need that. Doesn't look like they need that shit. So I got out there before the second S&D. Was it the second S&D?
Something like that, yeah.
So I like somebody told me, he's like, yo, Ben Nassim is gonna go out there and tell him not to do any cues. So I was like, whoa, Ben's not gonna get out there.
No.
Let me go do it.
Ben's not
I
going
told
out
you-
there
I
and
told
laying
you
the
you
law.
should
Yeah,
go.
I'm like, hold on, let me get out there. So I got out
Hey
there.
guys, like,
Yeah.
please stop.
Yeah, so essentially, I got up there and I was like, listen. I'm like, look, guys, if it's S&D, don't say any noise. It is your duty as one brick to tell the other brick to shut the fuck up. We don't win like that.
No.
It is like that scene in the movie Troy, where Prince Hector is battling Achilles, and Achilles obviously does this fucking crazy move. Prince Hector trips on a rock, and he's like, get up, Prince Hector. I'm not going to let this rock take credit for my victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Love that.
We don't win like that. You shouldn't do that just period, man. We don't need that external help. I'd rather lose than to win by having those sort of audio cues.
100%.
Well, we did, in fairness, we did lose the first 2 searches that people were doing that.
Yeah.
So
People were doing that? During the ones.
people were.
Yeah.
So we lost the
How
first
close
2.
was that, though?
Huh?
How close was it?
Round 11 on Siege, and then
6-3.
Tuss was 6-3. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're on the
yeah.
first thing on
From a competitive integrity standpoint, like, look, we don't need no fucking asterisks next to our wins, right?
No, it's definitely not an asterisk.
yeah, no, 100% it wasn't. No,
Don't say that, because
no.
it's the farthest thing from.
No,
There was no one's disputing that. It was a good effort.
let's move forward.
I think that it's going to be like that for the rest of the year. This level of competition with every team turning up the way that they're turning up, like it's gonna be a grueler for the rest of the
100%.
year. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
I personally had like the most fun from a competitive standpoint. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Even the matches that weren't ours, like I was watching like online when I was getting ready and stuff. It was so good.
The game isn't the most competitive to play in some ways, but in a weird way, it makes it more enjoyable to watch because all the games are
Really?
close. There's more competitive.
That's what
aspect.
everyone's been saying. That's crazy to hear. though.
And the game's kind of like fast paced. Like, people love seeing engagements. Like, the strategies sometimes it's hard to gauge, but like you can kind of tell what's going on for the most part, and it's just exciting. I think from a viewership standpoint, this game's kind of lit.
better than Cold War. Be honest.
I'd say so.
No,
In some ways, I'd say so. In some ways,
from a spectator standpoint,
I think
no.
not the game wise. I think it's more the competition that makes it.
Yeah,
where-
yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
probably the competition.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Cold War is a beautiful game. I love playing it, love watching it. Like, you know, it is. This one too, man. Like Tuscan, I don't play S&D Tuscan, and I don't drop 13 kills every time I play in game battles. That's a fact. It's a trackable fact. Ask Hotch, he gets carried.
Oh my God.
What else was I gonna say? God, man, there's so many fucking cool moments. Shout out to TST, man. Like that idea about the drums,
Oh, that was so
Hitch
good,
had
dude.
for Huntsman. Like, he had that idea for Huntsman, and it was supposed to be, obviously we were gonna do foam axes, and it was gonna be like doon doon, it was gonna be like Huntsman, doon doon, Huntsman with the fucking. It was gonna be sick. And you put it into perspective, Rambo, right? Like, how loud was that crowd?
It was. I mean, the videos didn't do any justice to how
Yeah.
loud it was. It's actually depressing to me that we couldn't. Like, I mean, hopefully maybe the cameras did a better
Yeah.
job capturing, but like when we did it with our phones, it just didn't.
No,
It was
didn't.
insane.
Because
It was
you didn't feel the
the energy, the roar.
vibrations
Yeah.
of those voices. Now, put it into perspective. That was 1,800 people. We sold 7,000 tickets at Wintrust Arena in Chicago.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Bro, think about that crowd. And that was for the Huntsman, yo.
Yeah.
Like
7,000?
7,000.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy because 7,000 people bought that to go watch Scump and company. Formal and
7,000, bro.
7,000. Yeah, little by little. And we would have sold more on this one if we had a bigger space.
Yeah.
Period. But that venue was big enough to make it feel like, God damn, this shit is lit.
It is.
Wasn't it 7,000, 3,500 a day though?
No, we kept extending. We kept on selling, like, we kept on opening different areas.
I thought it was 3,500 a day to make 7K.
That could be true.
I'm pretty sure that's
Regardless,
true.
it would have been more. It would have been bigger.
Yes, it would have
Double.
been bigger.
That's
Yeah.
basically the point.
I'm just fact checking.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank
If
you.
it was 7,000 people,
No,
I mean,
but-
that would have been crazy.
Dude, that wasn't. But we had that whole venue fit 20,000 people. The Wind Trust. We had to cut it in half, so it fit 10,000 people. The 7,000 tickets that we sold within the first like 3 weeks, and we were still opening up more leading into that thing.
Call me crazy, but I like more. I don't know what's the word for it. Intimate like venues where it's like more just it's fully filled and not like playing in arenas like that. Because then it's like it's spread out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like I like more of the convention hall vibe more than like a stadium.
So you like flat seats more than elevated
unless the
seats?
stadium was fully
Yeah, I
filled.
mean that's kind of what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like we haven't seen a stadium fully full. Like what was it? The World War II champs was pretty lit. Like that was a pretty packed house. The Columbus.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know what?
We didn't make it to the tournament.
Oh.
we didn't get to play in the
He
arena.
did that on purpose.
Yeah, Shotzzy, that was your first real time
purpose?
experiencing?
No, I didn't. No, I was there, so I remember seeing it because I was casting some stuff.
Wait, which one? Which tournament?
The World War II
World War
champs,
II champs.
at the Columbus, like where
Oh.
the Blue Jackets play. I forget what it's called. But
What year was that?
Blue Jackets.
2018, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Who's Blue Jackets?
The hockey team.
Oh, 2018 was when Fwiz got married. That's why I wasn't able to go. I had to pick between the second love of my life,
Or champs?
OpTic, and once in a lifetime wedding for
Right.
one of my closest friends. And I was a fucking best man.
Oh yeah, you got
And in charge of the bachelor party.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, you're valid then, right?
Yeah.
It's all
To-
the excuse.
All I wanted to do was go fishing.
What'd
I'm
you
like,
guys do?
not what you think. I mean, I'm 40, dude. Like, I can't go nowhere. You know what I mean? I can't go nowhere. You know what I mean?
You know what's hella fake? Hector skipped out on the celebration
Mm-hmm.
post event.
Yeah, I didn't want to go sit on a fucking big eggplant. I didn't want to win dildos. Like, fuck.
It was fun.
No, I bet. The thing there is that Omens just landed right after we won, and I was going to go pick him up, and I'm going to be like, yo, are you ready to go party and go do this thing? And I'm 40, man. I already did your 20s. I already did Hastro and Fwizz's and Mike Diesel's 20s.
My
I
mom
did my
even
20s.
went.
I know. I felt
mom
bad
went?
when she told me that she was there alone. I was going to be like, damn, we
He
could
was
have been
getting hammered.
Yeah.
Really?
Now, but
Oh.
I think she probably had a couple drinks.
Yeah,
Did you go in?
No, are you kidding?
No,
I had to
20.
force her to go. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
you're
I don't
too
think
young.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
go. It's
Yeah.
like, you
Wait,
have to.
could
Yeah.
you go if you were 20 or no?
Probably not.
No, you couldn't. They
You-
were IDing at the
Yeah, they
door.
are.
Listen, you
Yeah.
might even get even more mad tonight when I don't go to the dinner tonight.
You're not going to dinner?
And so I because it was yesterday, right? Where's Omens?
Who's like? Is that like a name or like is that a
Omens?
person?
Yeah, it's my best friend. He's the
His name is literally Omen.
no, his name is something else,
Oh.
but he writes Omens. His graffiti name. Anyway, bro,
What do you think he's the
is
Valorant
he
character?
here?
Yeah. Let me find out
No?
this guy's Omen.
All right, listen. Tonight I have a dinner with Raekwon,
All right, who's
the
that?
chef. Raekwon, man, Wu-Tang, fucking only built for Cuban links. The purple tape, you fucking millennials, grow up.
Where?
Learn
Did you
some-
actually?
And like, bro, that
You're
would be
so hype.
Bro, yeah, it's like me going to go to dinner with fucking Iron Man or with fucking like Batman or with like this is a superhero of mine, and I get to have
That's
dinner with him
That's it.
tonight
good for you?
on some business stuff, huh?
Oh wait. Oh, you guys are having dinner?
Yeah, just like we have a business meeting.
Pretty dope.
But yeah, but it's like some dude's like, yo, I think you should meet this one of my business partners, and you know we're doing blah 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 blah, and I was like, all right, cool, and then he's like, hey, can you come out? I'm like, yo, who is this guy? Because he wanted to surprise me. He's like, who is this guy? And like, what do you think? He's like, all right, I didn't want to tell you that, but it's Raekwon. And I was like, get the fuck, lead with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if Jude was having a baby, my baby. Who's else, baby? I would go meet with Raekwon. You know what I'm saying? I would. It's like, would you? Who's your favorite artist?
Drake.
Drake. Yeah. If would you go to your championship dinner tonight or Drake dinner?
Drake.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna
Damn.
see you guys
Right?
tomorrow.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that? It? All right.
You do the same thing with like what?
The
Like
fucking
Find a name, find someone.
I know. Tiesto.
Who's your favorite character?
Tiesto.
Yes,
DJ Tiesto. Okay, what about Skrillex? What about who's your favorite DJ?
I don't even know your favorite.
He likes underground stuff.
He likes like
Yeah.
dubstep, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
It's called hardstyle.
Hardstyle?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
You
Fuck.
like hard style?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a hardstyle like metal. yeah.
He does a
Nah,
dance.
he
too.
likes drums and bass.
Yeah, drum and bass basically.
Drums and bass. Yeah. So the reason I told you to be quiet is because he doesn't know, and I'm bringing him with.
And he likes it too.
Who?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know?
Omens. Yeah, I mean, we all grew up listening to Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, that's the shit. Yeah, so that's why I'm like mega fucking hype. And I knew that this moment would come, right? I reached a level of fame, popularity, and success where I would get opportunities like these, and I'm just like mega fucking hype. I'm gonna get in there. I'm like, pleasure to meet you, man.
You actually didn't do that?
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna shake his hand.
oh.
Yeah, it's
I thought you did that.
nice to meet you. I'm not gonna be like internally though. I'm gonna be like, you man, fucking this album, this song, internal. But I'm like internalize.
You'll get
that.
to that point.
Yeah. I'm gonna act cool, man. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man?
Can you get a signature or not?
Dude, I'm bringing the fucking purple tape for sure. That you see the one on the left? Okay, you see the Iron Man mask, in yellow, Iron Man mask in yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, in front of it, there's a tape to the left, in front of a microphone.
Behind the microphone?
In front of the microphone. Oh, you know what? This is a fucking teachable moment. Rambo, do me a favor and give me that thing. Shotzzy, have you ever seen a cassette? Wait, what? Speaking to that.
I don't think so. With the cassette.
What's a cassette? Yeah, that
I probably
one.
have, but
Be
like, I
careful,
don't know.
please. Okay. Here, pass that to me. This is a teachable moment, and I realized what was happening when he couldn't see an obvious thing. So people used to listen to music in these.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of these? Have you ever held one of these?
I think in the movies. I don't think in real life.
Okay, so you see this little, it's called a tape also. It's a cassette, but it's called a tape because that tape right there has the music in it. So you put this in a radio, and then a little thing would twist this mechanically, and this would go over the reader, and that's how music was played back in the day.
That's crazy, right?
Not to us, no, but it's crazy to you. Here, hold. Is this the first cassette you ever gonna hold?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna send you a link to this album, and I want you to listen to it. It's gangster as fuck. Are you ready to be gangster as fuck?
Not really, but
Okay,
yeah,
well,
whatever.
look at that thing. As I was pointing out to the cassette, I realized I'm giving him accurate like instructions as to where to look, and he didn't recognize it, and I recognized immediately. He's never seen a tape.
Oh, this guy's on the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, he's Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, right here, Raekwon, right
Wu-Tang
here.
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Really?
Yeah, protect your neck. I do that to Seth like all the time,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Wait, have you seen Archive 81?
Not yet, nah.
Oh,
you should
he's.
watch it.
Where's that on Netflix?
Was it? I think it's on Netflix.
Why don't you give it to her?
No, hell no. Just keep this.
But
shit
he
here.
like fixes cassettes. Like that's his job.
Oh no, is that on YouTube? This is. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna
No,
go on.
it's
I'm gonna go on
Netflix.
Netflix. You did say that. All right, I'm gonna go on eBay right now. I'm gonna search for purple tape Raekwon. How much do you think our grail like this? You're not gonna listen to costs.
What? 10,000? I don't
50?
know.
15,000. No,
Really?
you guys are.
50.
If that
like
thing's
50K?
50,000, then
No.
I'm gonna judge you.
I mean, it will be
1,500?
1,500.
Okay, that's not.
How much did you buy for?
In 1990, whatever. Fucking probably like $9.99.
Wish you
Oh.
bought 10 more of them.
Yeah, I would have fucking put them shits up. Yeah, 100%. Bro, I'm gonna take this. I don't know if he will or not, but I mean, I don't even know what to do. I was thinking since that dude told me, like, I've been in a little bit of a haze. I don't know. Let's move on. Let's get back to the thing. Okay?
Viewership was we're back to a certain extent. Yeah.
157 apparently. Yeah. Look, the highest matches. I'm impressed. I mean, look. I'm happy all across the way that this thing going, right? Like the way that this thing's going. You have to also take into account. You also have to take into account that this is like, now we're really getting to go, right? Like we've switched names 3 times. Well, yeah, this is the 3rd time. Like now we're really gonna get started on truly evolving this thing into that. And when somebody does good, and it happens in competition too, like good competition elevates the rest of the competition, right? Like Atlanta Faze at some point, the more you play against them, the more you get to the thing. The more they play against us, the more that people's skills elevate. It's just humans, right? It's like you're transferring data.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You understand data,
Yeah.
but not cassettes.
I know data.
157. I don't know what the record is of the highest viewership in Call of Duty has ever been, but 157. We'll take that. It's not champs either, right? Like this was a homestand. So it's clear to us that the audience is there. Why did they show up today or these days to watch this? Two of the biggest esports brands in the world competing against each other. A storied competitive from the sniper days of 2011 all the way to today. Like that is history right there.
Yeah.
That's really good, right? Like that's like really good.
Yeah, I mean,
Solid.
yeah, it's double, almost triple what is. Well, that's actually it's like almost triple what the average viewership is during the season.
Really good.
Yeah,
Like during league matches? There's no way league matches are averaging 50,000 viewers.
some do.
Yeah, but that's an average. There's some do, not all.
Oh, no, yeah.
We've
Like,
been steady at 40 so far this year.
Yeah,
honestly.
I would
Really?
say I would say 40 is the more average. You're
Yeah.
right. I would say 40. You're
That's
right.
pretty good.
Yeah.
really?
No,
Yeah.
we're
It's good.
I mean, I think just this.
For all teams?
Yeah, no, the competition this year is like raising the bar because everyone understands that like there's never a match you're watching that like, all right, they're gonna win. Let me just go do my thing, come back later. And
Besides a few.
yeah, but I mean, for the most part, like even. Yeah, okay. There's a few matchups, but for the most part, like I feel like every team really stands a chance.
Gardner
right
said
now.
honest. Yeah, it's good. The other thing is like the more that we continue to evolve this league into something that can be more fleshed out. I mean, obviously it needs a lot of changes. The fact that from the winners bracket you don't get an advantage, and even one veto advantage. Like talk about that, Ray. What do you think we could change in there?
I mean, realistically, I believe some of the changes have been made because of the confusion that the two best of 5 causes. Realistically, I don't see where the confusion's at personally.
Me
I mean,
either.
obviously, we're esports fans. Like,
Yeah.
for a new viewer who comes out and is like, "Oh, why did they lost and now they get another chance?" Like, I feel like it's pretty easy to explain. It's just a
not
fact.
rocket science.
It's
Well,
not, no.
here's another.
Not rocket science.
But that's the argument. I'm just kind of looking on the other side. I mean, I completely with you guys. That doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, we did it for Modern Warfare champs. We made it to the finals through the winners bracket, and we got the veto advantage, and we got a 1 map lead.
Yeah.
And it was,
Was
like
that good?
I mean, I don't think it was enough. Like a 1 map lead it's better than nothing.
Better than what we have now. We got the veto 1 HP.
Yeah, we literally got the veto 1 HP
because there aren't enough maps, so we got 1 veto.
Yeah, I literally got 1 veto.
luck.
Here's the other thing. Okay, there's 100.
Good luck.
There's 100, and I'm making this number up, but it's very fractionally close to what I'm trying to prove here. Why the fuck do we care if 10,000 people get confused when 140 know exactly what the fuck is going on?
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Do we want that 10 to come? Like, they'll come back no matter what. So the two best of 5 should come back. I mean, you continue. Who the fuck am I?
I mean, like literally, to me, it's more so that like for Call of Duty in general, like there needs to be this needs to be the moment where we segue into like COD is an esport. Like, not COD isn't a casual game we're trying to transfer to esports.
Yes.
Like they keep trying to cater to the casual
Agreed.
audience that's out there. Like, why are we trying to tap into that? Like, why can't we just go and take Valorant viewers and other from other esports that are interested in competition? Like, this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, screw the rest, dude. Like, I'm not saying we can't get new fans in, and sure, they might be a little confused at the start, but kind of what you said, we shouldn't cater to those guys.
Yeah.
Like the competition is what's going to make people enjoy this and want to watch again and tell their friends about it. Like, and that's really where we're going to grow.
Yeah, and I think that the people who are making those decisions are on the older side, and they're thinking, well, what if older people come and watch this thing and they're confused? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not, like, we can't do that.
And I just,
It's not rocket science.
Nah,
like,
bro.
Papa with
It's
this.
a double elimination tournament. You have to get beat twice.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard. It's not a hard concept, and it's not hard to like
Ask.
like. No, it's not hard to portray that thought either. Like, put it on the screen. Like,
Yeah,
they
you know,
have
you
to
could
be
put it on
beat
the screen.
twice.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily care. Like the best of 9 to me is it can be an entertaining way to have the finals if the matches are close. Like
Yeah.
if it's just a good thing to watch and it's a little longer, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like the one thing it can also drag on the opposite, right? Like we've seen last year, it was like 5-1. It's just like the team never stood a chance because
Yeah.
they just kind of made their way there.
Yeah.
But the two best of 5s can definitely be more entertaining on that end because it's just the fact that like I don't know. There's
Wait.
I can't see an argument against it, dude. Like to
Wait,
me, it's
real
just like
quick,
we should be doing it.
Wait, against like Toronto and Rocker, like was that the best of 9? I forgot.
It was best of 9, but
And
Toronto
then-
was up 4-0.
But
Like how many
no,
times?
But did Toronto have like any like 1-0?
No.
They
No,
didn't have any.
it was the same exact thing as we were. That's the same thing last year. It was the same situation as we were in going on the finals. They had the veto advantage last year, which is a little better than this year, but even then.
Wait, so then whenever we made finals, we only played a best of 5?
No, we played best of 9 last year against Faze. We went to the last map.
I'm not
or
probably
second to last, I think.
Wasn't
No,
it Raid? No,
I'm
you guys went
yeah,
last
no,
map.
last map. Yeah, it was Raid.
S&D.
Yeah, it was Raid Search. Yeah.
I'm probably talking about our first like major one.
No, it was the same. Last year was the exact same as this year.
Really?
That every like
Yeah.
like the only time it's been any different because we didn't do it for the actually. No, because it was single elim for the majors in Modern Warfare scene. So the only time we've ever had something different is the Modern Warfare champs where we had a map lead. That was it.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I want to know, and I don't even want to touch on that point on that point. I just think that you're right. It's time to look at this thing as an. I mean, if we had to look at this thing as an esport 3 years ago when everybody committed the money that they committed to see it, right? Like this is, it's ridiculous.
We're a competitive league. This is a competition. Like, and the viewership will enjoy the competition for what it worth, not the whole casual aspect of what we're trying to make this. Like,
I don't know. We are on the points system. And we already talked about Scump's, obviously, like 10 titles across. Oh no, it's 30 championships across 10 titles. How many does Crim have?
37.
No. He's talking about like titles like that.
No. How many championships?
37, I think.
37?
Yeah.
All right, so we still got you for like a good 4 years. Yeah, you can't.
You down?
You can't. You can't. You
down?
You have to beat those records, brother.
Move me to flex.
Move me to flex?
Move me to flex or AR.
Nah, hey, it don't go away.
Huh?
It don't go away.
I mean,
Move me
shit.
to flex.
I'm about to be 27.
Bro,
I'm still slide cancel motherfuckers.
I'll say this, bro. Like when I stopped competing, I was 25 and I was seen as like ancient, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, did you see me like on the Gavutu control, like just bunny hopping across the ocean? That was fucking cracked.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Bro, he's got it, right? He's cracked still, right?
100%. He has another 4. Like probably even 5, honestly.
Dude, I was getting cracked in that match.
You don't. The only thing you lose is the interests, not the skill, not the mindset. Like the mindset changes a little bit as you get older, but it's the interests of.
My hands are not as fresh as they once were.
Yeah, but you can take care of your body though. Like it's like pro athletes. Like
pro athletes have access to world-renowned doctors and training staffs. What do we have?
What stops
You
us?
have access to fucking who's your chiropractor?
Yeah, Cairo.
Yeah.
But we can make those things happen. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
we could.
that's
If you
stops
need a
us?
hand massage, what about that dude that delivered that food to you that one time? You know, he could massage your hands.
Who?
That dude that dropped you off from Uber that wanted to come up and massage your hands.
Wait.
Oh wait, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird story.
That was.
I was talking to some Uber driver and he was like, "Yeah, I can come in and massage your hands." And he was like an older dude.
What time was it?
Like,
What time was it?
Around?
Wait, hold on. Hey, around what time was this?
It was late.
Like what time? Like
It was late. It was a weird scenario, dude.
When was this?
Hey,
like
we're just looking out,
4
bro.
years
There's
ago.
There's some good people out there, dude. There's some good people out there. Like, let's not judge here. I mean,
No, yeah. But it, dude was like one.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, no,
that was bizarre.
I'd never forget. So essentially, the story went: the dude wanted to come. It was like 11 or 12 at night, and the dude's like, "Yo, look, I can come up and give you a massage right now." And so it's like, "No, I'm all alone." He's like,
No.
"No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It was weird though. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, who does that, right? Like, no, I'm good. You should I would have put my hand on. Like, let me see. Show me something. See if it's worth it.
But no, we should actually have like masseuses come here.
Ask Ray. Ray can make that happen.
Yeah, if it's gonna make your career last longer.
What's
and you
masseuses?
happier,
Like just people that like massage.
Just massage your hands, like just massage.
Like it's actually good though.
Yeah, oh yeah. You never got a massage in your life?
That's why I brought the massage. I brought a massage gun to the major.
Like,
That's a
I've gotten
first
a
for me.
massage, actually, more.
No, professional massage.
Oh
right?
no, never.
Yeah, we got to do that. We'll do that. We'll go for team
Well, what kind
massages.
if you haven't gotten a professional massage, what kind of massage have you gotten?
Like my lady. You know?
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
You set it up, bro.
Yeah,
It's not coming from a mile away.
Like,
what are you trying to get out of him there,
You got all baby oiled up.
oh my god!
lotion.
All right.
You were.
Oh my god!
You
When
were
I got my
glistening.
massage, she started like wiggling down my boxers and my butt cheeks were out. I was like, "Hey, yo!" I was like, "What the fuck is going
It's
on
cold.
here?"
It's getting cold down there, yo.
No.
Chill.
Yeah, it was. That was weird because I wasn't expecting it, but
Yeah.
apparently it's normal. Like,
Yeah.
because
No,
they
it
have to
is.
get your your upper buttocks.
Yeah, your lower back.
Yeah. Started.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Come on,
Uh,
my ass is out." Like, but it was worth. It was a good massage. Like I felt loose coming out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's good.
Yeah, it was good. I need to start getting more massages.
In 23, okay, this is a fucking random. Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick commercial break. Let's say hi to the sponsors, and then we'll be right back. This sponsor this week being ExpressVPN, coming back for like the 17th umpteenth time. Certainly appreciate the sponsorship, ExpressVPN. And let me tell you guys why we use ExpressVPN here at the HECZ quarters. And I've told you guys this before. I told you a story about when Mixwell landed in the United States and his account got hacked immediately. Why? Because he logged into the airport Wi-Fi. And this happens across not just airport Wi-Fis, but restaurant Wi-Fi, about, this sort of thing. So, in the U.S., they can legally sell your information to ad companies. Who's they? Well, the people that fish for your information, your age, your race, like all of that. They get all this data, and they have the ability in the United States to be able to sell that to companies so that they can then send you the emails, the spam, the phone calls. ExpressVPN allows you to have a layer of security between you and them, because you can literally say that I am currently in Cambodia, right, through this ExpressVPN. So what does that do? What else does it offer? Well, it gives you the ability to watch shows on Netflix that aren't necessarily there right now. The Office, currently not available in the United States, but if you say that you are from Australia, by setting the setting on that ExpressVPN option to say there, then you can watch that on that. On Netflix, right? Like, that is the availability that you have with them. Just fire the application. Click one button. It works on iPhones, laptops, just phones in general, laptops, even routers. So if everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can be protected, that is a good thing. No wonder it's rated #1 by Business Insider and The Verge. Secure your online activity today at expressvpn.com/optic. In the description link will be down below to make it easier for you to protect yourself. And you get a super cool deal. Right now, you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN free when you go to the link in the description down below, expressvpn.com/OpTic. That is expressvpn.com/optic. And again, you can just click in the description down below. Protect yourself, secure yourself, enjoy the shows that aren't currently available in your region. Get 3 months for free on a 1-year package at expressvpn.com/optic today. Go click on it. Tell them who sent you. Back to the podcast. And we're back again. Huge thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring episode 66 of the OpTic Podcast. Snoop Dogg just got announced as a board of directors at Faze Clan.
Pretty cool.
That is super cool.
Pretty dope.
Look at him.
Board of directors is in like what does that mean?
So a board of directors is a group of it's typically, and it should always be, an uneven number, because if there's a vote that says we should expand into, we should go buy this car company as
decision makers, and
people
make the calls.
Yeah, so decision making is like the top. Like there's it's the top of the business, like the people that make, and it's usually comprised of experts and businessmen alike that happen to be there. In this case, obviously, this makes sense because Snoop has been such a cultural phenomenon for so long. Like, I think he's one of the most famous people on earth. He's definitely the most famous pot smoker in the world. So from a culturally relevant standpoint, like it makes sense because he's that big. And the fact that somebody who is that popular that is joining an esports team is good for the industry, because 100%. It brings more eyeballs to the industry.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
That video is really cool, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Snoopy Dogg.
Did you watch it, right?
The video? Yeah, no, sick. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job. Look at him. This dude's been when he was, I used to listen to him when I was like 13, 14 years old.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Here I am, 40. Think about that.
What?
14, I was 14 years old listening to this dude, and I'm 40 now, and he's still around. And not only that, but he's mega relevant.
Hella relevant.
Yeah. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Did you know who Raekwon's been around just as long?
Oh, but
I will say this. Lyrically, come on, man. You can't even, this doesn't touch a shadow over here.
I think Snoop was on the radio. That's probably why I know him more than that guy.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was like a superstar, a mega superstar. Everybody knows who Snoop is. Snoop doesn't go somewhere and no one knows who that is.
Right.
Shaq.
Snoopy the dog.
Yeah, Shaq,
Snoop.
Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Drake's famous now.
Wait,
and
Drake's more famous than Snoop.
Huh?
Drake is more famous than Snoop.
Drake has been around for how long, Scump?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
If you had Drake and Snoop walk around the entire world, I think Snoop would get recognized more than Drake.
They'll be like, oh, that's Snoop. Oh, my God, that's also Drake.
Yeah.
That's how it would go.
Nah.
Seth, I'm going to put it to you like this. Do old people know who?
Old people know Snoop. Okay, yeah.
Do old people know who Drake
no,
is?
I can agree. Okay.
No, they will.
I give up on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
argument.
Yeah.
All right, you win.
Yeah. No, so
Like,
this,
is that what
this,
you needed?
this was a fucking mega move for Faze Clan and for Snoop, man. Like now Snoop gets to tap into like that younger market also, which is cool because nowadays people are only listening to whatever's on the radio right now, right? The mumble rap, the underwater rap, the what? Yeah, don't they sound like right? So that's why it's called that. So I think that culturally relevant moments like this are going to continue to happen. And it's good for the industry. It just points in the right direction, man. Like Snoop is not only like in tune with what's happening every decade of his life, but like even now, like he's already making moves into Web3, into what the metaverse is going to be like. I think he's like the largest landowner in NFTs. Can you look that up?
Really?
Like, I think so. He bought like $5 million, $20 million. Like he invested a lot of money into crypto metaverse land, like property.
Really?
Crazy.
Digitally, right there. Snoop Dogg sells over $44 million worth of Stashbox NFTs. What else? Like, look at metaverse. Like, I don't know. Yeah, do metaverse instead of NFT, because like the fact that he has an NFTs and he's in there. Okay, someone just paid $450,000 to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor. Okay.
The metaverse real estate.
Yeah. Scump, you've been ahead of the game in the crypto. Do you own any NFTs?
No.
Do you own any NFTs?
Yeah.
You do, right? Oh yeah, you showed us. Yeah, cool. What about you, Rambo?
I don't. Not yet.
Yeah.
Wait, do you?
No, not yet.
What about metaverse?
No, not yet. But the thing is like I want to create an NFT before I buy NFTs. Like I want to create my own artwork, and I already came up with it. Cut this part, Matt. It's a good one, right? Thank you. All right, you can start from that's a good one, right? All right, so I think going forward, right? I think that the good thing about this past weekend is that one thing is for sure is that the green wall has awoken again, right? Now that we won this championship, it sets us on a path to be lit in every single event that we're going to in the future. Because there's no shot that the sea of green isn't the most dominant force out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Interesting to see.
I cannot wait to go to Minnesota. One, because I just love that entire group. Brian Cargo, Brad, obviously our sister, Midnight, Gary V, obviously. But
Is he gonna be there?
Gary V?
Yeah. My mom's like a big fan of him.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a huge
Yo,
fan.
did your parents come out to see you?
Yeah.
Were they in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh,
They were all next to Seth's mom.
I did not get to meet any of them. Thanks. Well, I mean, I guess somebody should have introduced me. You weren't there to do it.
Yeah.
I was locked.
Yeah, no, obviously. I was like, hey, Aunt, pause it. Pause the game.
I mean, it's just like so different with COVID. Like,
Yeah, no, it is.
it's just so different because like at other events, like we might go into the crowd if COVID's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
we could bring them backstage. No?
Or
At
bring
least-
them backstage,
At least
yeah.
that's how it was in
yeah,
Halo.
they
We could
can't because
literally just
they could not come backstage. Like nobody could come backstage.
Yeah, until yeah. And it's for safety reasons, and it's a good thing to do. I wonder if were Illy's parents in town, or are they just gonna wait for the Toronto event?
Yeah, definitely. Toronto.
Okay, make a note to make sure to send everybody, Dashy's parents, everybody. Dashy's parents were there. We got to hang out with them. But we got to make sure that Illy's parents have like all the OpTic shit, because no shot that they bought any because it sold out so quickly.
Oh yeah.
But that crowd and all the footage that we have from there, those moments, the chants, like that is gonna make other people not want to miss out on that fucking incredible event that we just had. And a lot of people did miss out, mostly because there wasn't any more room to sell tickets. But I think it was good. And I think this it was a good learning moment for everyone. Like we learned a lot. Other esports teams learned a lot as to like what the possibilities are. As a side note, right? Obviously, I heard you say this backstage, right? Like you said, all right, guys, celebrate. But starting Wednesday, this did not happen. Tell me about that mentality. I love it personally.
It's literally, I mean, it's something I've kind of carried through my whole career of competing in anything, bowling, golf, COD. It's just, you don't succeed by remembering the good moments. You succeed by working on the bad moments. And like, obviously it's good to have some positive mentality and know where you stand. But I feel I much rather be in an underdog mindset than a overdog mindset or whatever top dog mindset would be. And it's just, I mean, we still have stuff to work on. We won, and I don't personally think we played that. Like, we played well enough to win, but I don't personally think we played our best. Not even close to, if you really ask me.
Yeah.
Take on that?
Huh? No, I don't think we played our best.
Yeah. Just making sure.
I think we could have 5-0'd the finals.
Yeah.
We
I
fucking
think so
threw
too.
the siege because we got too ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. And
And then we win 3. Did we win? We won map 3, which was Gav control.
We
right?
lost 2 S&Ds.
We lost
the
the Tusk.
Tuscan.
And then the Tusk, we 6-0'd him, and we just didn't, like, we didn't play as a team.
Didn't
at
the
all in
Tusk? Didn't we go up in the Tusk too and throw it?
No.
Kind of, but we just didn't play as a team. We didn't do, like,
We were up like 3-1. or
We-
3
Really?
Yeah.
What Rambo said was this exactly. He said the things that make us good we're not doing right now. We're all playing separate. We're staggered. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And I
I
was
mean,
just
you
saying,
can't be perfect all the time. So
That's a lie.
Well, that's a lie.
a lie.
Have you ever?
You can't be perfect.
I'm not saying you're gonna be perfect all the time, but there's like, we lost tracks of fundamentals in multiple moments during that series.
So did they.
100%. Does that mean that we shouldn't be perfect fundamentally and remember the things we do?
So
in
did
scrims?
they.
Like, just put it this. That's the whole idea.
I
Is
mean,
that
like,
where
it happens. You're in a tournament. Like,
But
there's
where-
nerves, there's pressure.
I know, of
there's-
course, but the bar of understanding during the moment, that's why practice is so important. That's why I want us to go in the mentality of practice with no mindset.
Oh no,
of
I
the fact
100%
that we
agree.
won.
I think pressure shows your cracks.
Yeah, 100%. And
That's
like,
that's why.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that went hard, right?
Yeah, that
hard.
one.
That
Why
went
you
hard.
That's a dime.
I
Because
mean,
we
it
both
does.
recognize the
Because
game.
whenever the pressure is on,
yeah,
you are gonna fall back to what you've been going over in practice fundamentally.
Yeah.
That's why our round 11 against London, when I planted the bomb and I stayed in A like an absolute burger, it's because I didn't know what else to do. Like, because we didn't practice
we
anything
did.
else.
No, we did.
No, we didn't. Not at that point. After that point, we went over.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, sorry,
So
sorry.
I just didn't know what the fuck
No,
to do.
no,
And
you're
I was like,
I think standing your ground and fighting is like a good strategy, right? Like,
it's not, it was a good instinctive
like
move,
you-
but it's not the right one, and that's the mentality. That's why the whole practice segment just comes in, and like, it's so important to just literally treat every inch of practice with like, and I've said this on the process. The 2 days we practiced, the last 2 days we got scrims online before we showed up at the venue were our worst days of practice all season since I've been on this roster.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think you're talking about Monday, Tuesday, no?
yeah, Wednesday was amazing.
But Wednesday was like
Wednesday-
online though.
was
Yeah,
Monday,
no.
Tuesday online?
Monday, Tuesday was online. Wednesday was in person. We did the process interview on Tuesday night. After those scrims, if you asked me what our odds of winning that
I already
event,
heard this.
I didn't think we would win that event.
He went in and played his life savings.
No, that was
that's kind of fake, right?
That was a different one. That was a different.
I'm
one.
joking.
I mean, life savings, that's pretty
Yeah,
confident.
that's pretty.
Yeah.
exactly.
Super
You gotta be
confident.
fucking sure.
But it's like I said this many times. Like, before the kickoff, like I was willing to put a large sum of money on the fact that we were gonna win that
that's
event.
Yeah.
I felt like we were the most prepared. We were so understanding of situations. Finally, we just looked better than all the teams we were scrimming. Granted, we didn't scrim LA Thieves or Faze that much going to the event because that's who we thought we were gonna go through. But like just how we stood on Monday and Tuesday, obviously I always have faith, but like just in general, it just didn't look good on us. Like, we weren't doing the right things in the game. We weren't calming the right things. The interest levels of where I felt like we needed to be 2 days before a tournament just were not even close to where they needed to be. And
You're gonna have off days.
and
Just
that's the point.
unfortunate that
Yeah,
they were leading
exactly.
up to a tournament.
Exactly. And that's kind of the way I looked at it now, and also as it happened. And the Wednesday just was a complete turnaround. That's why, like, the end of Wednesday when we played, I literally stopped everyone and made you guys realize, like, the comms were 110%. Everything else for the rest of the season is unacceptable.
Well,
We cannot have an off day in terms of comms.
I know that it's a
period.
whack excuse, but I mean, just from personal experience, every single team that I've been on leading a couple days up to land practice has been shit because you're like, fuck this. Just like, get me to land.
Not when you're on my team.
Love that.
I mean, sure, but just
Love that.
Sure.
By the way,
but just speaking from past
I'm not letting it
experience, it's
happen, bro.
always happened. And
That's
then
fair.
when you get to land, you said that was one of our best practice days because
Yeah.
we were like waiting to get to land.
That's
Yeah.
fair, but there's no. That's
I mean,
two
I get
wasted
it.
days.
It's a bad mentality to have.
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Well,
saying.
changing
Which can Bubba make an appearance? Can he show his legs up here? Can he not? Does he not know how to?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's an educated boy. If you tell Henry, he'll jump up here and be like, "What's
Nah.
up, y'all?" For real.
We need to get
Bubba,
in there and Henry.
Bubba, speak.
Yeah.
I need to see that, dude.
How about speak?
It's like Boz
Bubba,
place.
speak. Come on, loud. Speak. Yeah.
There he is.
He's cute.
What I was saying on the coaching side, and it was very noticeable to me how disciplined Brandon is playing now. Yeah. Like he's obviously always had the talent, right? Like we all know that he can fucking beam, but some of the decisions in game that he was making was fucking like commendable to you guys, because you guys are shaping him to be like a literal machine.
I mean, the credit deserves him too.
Of course,
like he's opened his brain up and his mindset to listening and like being able to learn these things. And it's like the amount of time that we've had in this game obviously is not a lot, but like we're a freaking unit as a team, and that's kind of that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
Is that everyone's holding each other accountable. Nobody's really coming in with the mindset of like, whatever. Like, no, there's none of that, dude. I won't let it happen, period.
Yeah, good.
And that's kind of the thing with the win is like personally, everyone's going to disagree on this, but like the way we should see this was just a good weekend of practice.
Yeah.
Like I will not be pleased with anything less than winning champs. Like that's why I'm here. We could
the way set like
we could have got dead last this event and dead last major 2, dead last major 3, dead last major 4.
I mean, I fuck with the mindset, but also
no, I don't want to hear it. I just don't.
I mean, a major's nice.
It's good. It's good. It was exciting. No,
did it feel good to win?
No,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not saying don't be happy.
I'm
about
not
it.
saying not to be happy, but it's just like there can't be any kind of part of your brain here that's like this is the end.
No, of course not.
Like that's why like in me like I was happy for an hour after, and I mean I woke up.
Yes, Cap. Yeah.
I woke up today happy. I rewatched the finals on stream
Yeah,
yesterday.
you're still happy.
Five times.
I'm happier. I'm walking around. I'm fucking glowing right now. I'm like, hell yeah.
I'm happy because it shows that what we've been doing and the work we've been putting in and the process we're going through
was validated.
is validated. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's always the worst feeling when you're grinding and you're losing. That's why last year was such a struggle for me mentally, because like we were putting in the work, not nearly as I would say focused as like our team is this year, but we were putting in the work and we just kept fucking doing the same mistakes like over and over.
Wasn't as efficient.
So it was just the validation. It was like our practice wasn't being backed up, and that's so frustrating.
No, I can see that.
Because you practice every day.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of the basis of it, and that's exactly like why I did.
Is this the most regimented, most disciplined practice you've ever gotten as a team for you and your teams?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I mean, other teams, like, we wouldn't get on and go over shit before, like, but, like, if we're struggling on a map, we get on before, watch it, and then, like, just go over, like, the things that would help us improve on it.
Yeah.
Like, other teams wouldn't do that.
Yeah. I the only reason I say that is because on a different podcast, Formal was saying, he's like, yo, I look behind me sometimes and I see Rambo saying everything that I would want a coach to tell me. Like, no sugarcoating shit, just telling me exactly what it is.
Good guess.
You're a good coach.
That's a good
Might be
guess.
goatee coach. But no, going back to Brandon, I did want to say that guy has matured a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Last year, oh my God, I couldn't pay him to be on time.
Yeah.
I couldn't give him an extra $20,000 a month to be on time.
I feel like we've set the tone that like as soon as the team was formed, though, from the very start, we had that call, and I told everyone, bro, I wasn't dealing with no bull crap. After what me and Ant deal with last year with situations within our team, and the fact that I heard your situations were somewhat similar, like that was I would not want to work with a player having that kind of effect on the team and just.
Well, I had faith in him. Obviously, I mean, we wouldn't have brought him back to the team if we didn't have complete faith in him to be focused. And I had complete faith in him. And he's honestly surprised me because I thought it was going to be more of a process, like a longer, just like a longer period. But he like instantly matured.
Yeah,
instantly.
I'm not giving him a chance, to be honest.
No,
I'm not giving him a chance
he's
to
actually
be off the ball.
He's been on top of his shit. I mean, he was the MVP for our team, undoubtedly.
For sure.
And not even just like his raw gun skill. He's just playing disciplined COD, and he's actually been listening. And like in scrims, if we're doing something wrong, like
he's speaking his mind.
Yeah, he speaks his mind, and he like gets mad. He's like,
no,
why the fuck are we doing this?
No, 100%. No, I feel like he's out of like all the time someone's been like pissed about something going on. I feel like he's been the one the most, and that shows passion and power. And
oh no, for sure.
And he has that effect on to get things done on a team. Like I can't be more excited about the potential this team has going for the future forward. Not even just this season, but just in the future,
dude.
Because of the sheer aspect of how we're taking things in the process, like just the process in general of getting better. Same.
And I'm looking at it not just from a competitive standpoint, but just like from a branding standpoint. Like we have, bro, the fact that we like if you're walking on the street in Toronto and you saw Inder just walking by, you'd be like, oh, what a sweet boy, but he's a fucking killer. You know what I'm saying?
No, he is.
He's
There-
ice cold.
Oh, he's
ice cold.
I have never seen a player, let alone a dude like him, but I've never seen a player just like literally when he fucking clutched that 1v3 and he's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, he said. Yeah,
sorry,
I know.
I said I got it. Murder. I'm a murderer vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a fucking killer.
Nah, he's nasty.
I was so happy with that dude. The crowd, when you know what I'm saying, like obviously I pay attention to this, like who the crowd gets hyped for, and this time around, like he got to the level that everybody else gets. That obviously you gotta get cheered on, you know, obviously because of the record, but like Dashy, Bruce, Shotzzy, before it was like aliens, like this time it was like bro. And then his interview, like I couldn't be happier with this team just from top to bottom, dude. Period. Like I'm having a really, really, really good time.
Well,
personally.
I mean, there's always like there's always like tournament defining plays that like can turn your tournament around, and I think that 1v3 was like
for sure.
the biggest play of the
100%.
That was
tournament.
a flip
I literally
switch.
told him
Yeah,
that
because
one
we-
is
Straight up.
Because we lost the HP, which was granted probably one of their best maps, but like obviously we're down 0-1 in the winners final, and he pops a 1v3 round 1, and then we 6-0 after that. Like,
That was gross.
yeah, that was one of those like defining moments.
Statement.
Yeah.
Shout out Illy, man, the illest. All right, everybody. In celebration of us winning this championship, I want everybody who's watching this to leave a like. If you're on your phone, open your phone. If you're driving, pull over and leave a like on this video. Show the boys your support. Leave a comment in the section down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for everybody that came out. Thank you so much for everybody that turned up on the stream to watch. I was watching some of the chat, and the green wall was loud, just as loud on the chat as they were in person. So certainly appreciate that. Looking forward to the rest of the year. See you guys in person. Meet you guys in person. Listen, if you're going to take a picture with me, you want me to take off my mask, you take off your mask too, but hold your breath. Okay? Hold your breath. That's the rule. We can take a picture without a mask, but hold your breath. Okay? I'm holding my breath. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You.